Hello, my name is Brittany Lopez and I'll be teaching you about deaf and hard of hearing students. So, the first thing I want to get out of the way is to let you know about how you can tell apart deaf students and tell apart hard of hearing students. So, deaf students are fully deaf and they can't hear anything. They mostly communicate through sign language, so you're going to want to learn sign language and get the whole language down so that way they can communicate with you and they can understand what you're saying. If you're teaching them or something like that, you're going to need to know the language or have an ASL interpreter with you at all times, just so that way they don't miss anything. Hard of hearing students, you're gonna, if you get lucky, they'll know how to lip read, and that's good. Sometimes you might get really lucky if you know the language and they already know it. So make sure you have an ASL interpreter or to know the language. So the first thing that you want to do when you're getting to know a student, if you don't know if they're deaf or hard of hearing, you can write it down or write down what you want to ask them. And that's a good way to start. And then when you get to know the student, always remember to face them and look at them. Don't turn away, don't cover your mouth or anything, because then they'll not know what you're saying or understand what you're saying. And yeah, so don't ever cover your mouth or look away or something like that. Another thing is to always learn how to be patient, because if they miss something or if they don't understand what's going on and it takes them a while to learn, don't ever lose your patience, because it's going to make them nervous and it's going to make them stressed out. Not only is it going to make them nervous and stressed out, it's going to make you nervous and stressed out. And another thing is you want to learn the language just so that way they understand everything. And if you try and learn the language, they're going to respect you a lot more, because it means a lot to deaf and hard of hearing students that their teacher or other students around them are wanting to learn, because it makes us feel like we're cared for. And so that'll be a good thing to do. If you know the language, by all means, don't be afraid to use it or go up to them and sign at them. Just tap them on the shoulder, make sure they hear what you're saying, and then start signing at them, and make sure you sign everything the right way so they can understand what you're saying. I think that covers everything so far.